Oh man, we are back inside of Helldivers, and there has been a lot taking place. And I know we are all looking forwards to a large and much needed patch, probably in the next couple days, usually dropping on Tuesdays. But, you know, we've got a new toy to talk about, and I've been messing around with this thing, and let's just say it's a total mess. Welcome to the channel, it's with LtBuzzLitebeer, and we've got so much to quickly break down, and of course we need to run down the RL-77 Airburst Team Killer. We've got a new daily order, a quick check-in on the major order, and then a bunch of random updates and funny posts as well. I mean, I've tried to pack as much as I could into this video, but not post a 20-minute rambling video. Thank you so much for your continued support. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to stay up to date on all my latest uploads. And it's time to spread some managed democracy with Helldivers. Normally, I try to start off these videos by checking in on the daily order and the Superstore reset, and we will of course get there in just a moment, but it felt only right to kick this one off with an incredible dose of liberty and justice posted by the official Helldiver Twitter account. Just listen to this. Be sure to check out the deals in the Acquisition Center today with prices so low, they're practically unheard of. That's jab number one. True believers, jab number two, can grab the CM21 Trench Paramedic for only 250 super credits. Jab number three, featuring increased pocket size and extra stems, even more jabs to the face. Not available for free to super citizens, and there is the knockout punch. I'm always impressed with Arrowhead and how they really lean into this live service narrative of the Galactic War, how they post all their propaganda broadcast. I mean, the entire thing, it's just done so very well. And it's very counter-industry when it comes to how they operate, if you know what I mean. But to see this Superstore post absolutely crushing Escape from Tarkov is just, how would I say it? It's just brilliant. Now, you may not play Battlestate Games Extraction Shooter, EFT, or Escape from Tarkov, and this video is obviously about Helldivers, not Tarkov, but the last 4 or 5 days have been absolute lights-out cuckoo fest if you're a part of that EFT universe. Now, TLDR here, and there's way more than I'm about to spell out, but way back when, if you bought the EOD edition of Tarkov, you were promised in text all future DLCs without additional cost. Now that they're coming out with this much awaited PvE mode, Battlestate is trying to bundle it as part of the Unheard Of edition, and only in this edition cutting out the previous promises made to EOD owners. And on top of this, listen to this, the Unheard Of edition is $250 US bucks, and it includes some questionable items. Yeah, so Battlestate saw what Fantastic did with the day before and thought they could try to speedrun their company into obscurity even faster than what Fantastic did, which is definitely saying something. Anyways, latest reports are that BSG is starting to crack under community pressure, but who knows how much damage they've already done. And by the way, awesome post here, Arrowhead. Never change. Please, never change. Okay, now onto the Helldivers stuff, and the current Superstore reset is about 17 hours away from another group of offerings, but for now, we've got the FS11 Executioner Heavy Body Armor with Fortified, which includes reduced recoil and 50% resistance to explosive damage, the matching FS11 Executioner Helmet, the Fighter Pilot-esque CM21 Trench Paramedic Helmet, and one of my favorite armor designs in the game, the CM21 Trench Paramedic, with Medkit as the passive for +2 stem capacity and 2 seconds more stem duration. This is also a hybrid light-medium armor set for a bit more armor than a lightweight version at the expense of a bit of speed and stamina regen. Today's daily order for 15 medals is to kill 8 bile spewers, which honestly should not be an issue. Just load up a bug mission. Sometimes there are tons of this enemy type all over the place, sometimes not, but you can usually tell when that light green fog kind of ground level starts getting more dense. That's a good indicator that you're pretty close to those things. They are tough, and bile can be a one-shot kill to a Helldiver if they take a direct blast, but just smoke these pests with grenades and you'll be done with the daily in minutes. Now over to the latest dispatches, and overnight we have now fully liberated Penta. Good job, Helldivers. So you can actually wander over to the ship management computer and purchase your very own RL-77 Airburst rocket launcher for 8,000 rec credits. Although there is a quick warning I need to lay down for you right now. This thing is seriously bugged and has been confirmed by the devs to be bugged. So what you're seeing it do in game right now was not what the final version is kind of supposed to function like. A lot of the issues, however, are due to user error. Not all, but most, and I'll talk about it in a moment. But I really look forward to seeing what this thing can do in its final form. Of course, since we have now taken Penta, that leaves us Minkent and Chuhei for the anti-tank mines with under 24 hours to get there, and we also received a new dispatch concerning Penta. 90% of Penta's chemical factories have been secured. Fleet-wide distribution of Airburst rocket launchers can now commence. Great, so we can now kill our teammates with haste. Most of the chemical technicians have been trapped on the planet were rescued. Tragically, though, some have already perished by the time we reach them, having succumbed to toxic fume poisoning. The automatons show no hesitation in the use of chemical warfare against civilians. The sacrifice of these heroes will never be forgotten. I wonder if those were casualties tied to the rocket production and the Ministry of Truth just conveniently blamed the automatons because, as far as I know, they have not been known to use chemical warfare against the Helldivers. But I don't want to end up in front of a tribunal firing line for summary execution, so we're just going to roll with that first explanation. Also, how about these crazy ads that flash up on the big screen in our super destroyers? Eagle Sweat Perfume. I mean, that's crazy, but now I want to know where I can actually buy some IRL. All right, heading over to the Galaxy table we go, and of course, we now have Lesath and Penta fully liberated, and about 20 hours to go until this major order is terminated. Now, getting to Chuhei is not going to be easy. I'm not saying it is impossible, but we need a bunch more divers, all focused in on either liberating Minkent, which right now has less than 10k divers on it, and of course, you've got super high stamina drain and fire nados, among other effects to deal with over on that planet, which is probably why you don't see that many players there right now. On the flip side, Chort Bay seems way more popular with 4 times that many players, which is still not a lot, but it looks like intense heat and acid storms are much more favorable to those fire nados. Even if we can get through Chort or Minkent, we've then got to liberate Chuhei in that time as well, which looks like it will just not be enough. But I've read in our Discord general area that the word is we will still be given access to the mines even if we fail this major order. Pushing on over to the state of the game, and this is setting the table kind of for the next major update, hopefully, fingers crossed, early this week, and Spitz has commented on this with a statement in the Helldiver Discord. We should expect a bunch of fixes, including the final form of the Airburst launcher in that patch, including, yes, the spear, which I love and hate. Now, when it works, it is awesome, but unless it locks on, you are out of luck as it doesn't allow for free fire. Now, as someone that used to rock a javelin in Modern Warfare 2 with danger close, of course, I love these lock-on launchers, but the spear has been a hot mess ever since the game launched, and if the hotfix was ready nearly 3 weeks ago, I wonder why it has taken so long. Maybe Sony certification, maybe it conflicts with another fix that took priority. I honestly don't know, but it's good to see it coming this week. Reading about this massive update that's coming this week, it also got me thinking, probably like so many of you, my fellow Helldivers do as well, as to what weapons players use. And I constantly see the Sickle, the Dominator, the Eruptor, Breaker, and Scorcher in pretty much every random Helldive group I matchmake into. Outside of those, I don't really see players using anything else, which means there are so many weapons that need a great balancing effort put into them. Hopefully, we see some wholesale buffs put into many of these other options, making them just as viable as the weapons I already mentioned. You know, that would actually be a great question for chat. What's your go-to weapon for bots, and is it any different for bugs? For example, on bugs, I always use the Incendiary Breaker, but for bots, it's a Sickle or Scorcher that I go with. Let me know your loadout in the comment section below. And let's finish this one up with a bit of a funny note. This Reddit post with over 5,200 upvotes. The title says, "What do you call this, and why is it not the Super Sample Rock?" Yeah, I mean, I know what we call it when running with other members in my Helldivers Discord, and what we call it is not safe for work, so I'm not repeating it here. But you've got to laugh at this additional subheader down here. It says, "I'll go first, veiny drumstick." I'm just going to stop here because this could instantly get my video demonetized. Let's go ahead and press pause here for today. Hopefully, a huge new update coming early this week, along with that final form of the rocket launcher. And of course, especially since I'm now feeling much better, expect my daily uploads to commence once more. Remember to hit subscribe and to ring that notifications bell to receive my upload alerts. All my socials can be found in the video description, including an open invite link to my ever-growing Helldivers Discord community, now almost 7K strong. Shout out to the nearly 220,000 of you that have taken the plunge and have stuck with me. Your support is the best, and it makes it all worth it. Until the next one, this is LtBuzzLitebeer signing off.